Hey jumpers, Crossrope Athlete Jenica here to talk about bodyweight squats. If you are doing any of the Crossrope app workouts, you will see bodyweight squats quite often. So let's talk about how to do those bodyweight squats. We're going to start out by standing up tall. We've got good posture. We're pulling our core in tight, nice straight back, got our chest up, shoulders back, yet we're not tensed up and locked up, just good tall posture. We want our feet about shoulder width or a little bit wider, and our toes are going to point out just a little bit. Now you'll find the angle where you are most comfortable with those toes might be slightly different than mine, but we don't want them all the way out or turned in, so a slight angle outwards. And then as we squat down, we are going to make sure that our knees stay in line with those feet. So whichever way our feet are pointing, our knees are going to point that same way on our squat. We don't want our knees collapsing in, and we don't want our knees going outward on our squat. So keep those knees in line with those toes as you squat down. Keep that chest up, core pulled in. You can throw those arms out for a little counterbalance because we are putting all of our weight in the back, weight in the booty, weight in the heels as we squat down. So we're keeping our chest up as we squat down, and you'll see my knees are pointing the same direction as my toes. They're not in here and they're not out here. As you see, when I turn my knees towards the outside, it shifts all that weight into the side of my feet. We don't want that. We want the weight in the heels and the glutes. So we're getting the most out of our squats. When you're down in your squat, that weight should be in those heels enough that you could actually wiggle your toes around inside your shoes because they are not holding the weight. And then you're gonna come up and you're gonna squeeze. You don't wanna lock your knees out at the top, but you can stand all the way up to a straight leg. Just don't lock them out. Squat on down and come up and squeeze those glutes and head back down. Squats are not meant to be super speedy, so slow and controlled, focusing on form is always a great idea. You want to get as low as your fitness and mobility allow. So you might not be able to get super low if you're just getting started on your fitness journey. And that is totally fine. Just like everything else, you have to modify to make it work for you and build from there. So as you get stronger and as your mobility increases, as you're consistent on your fitness journey, you might go from squats that are very subtle to a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. A good place to start for a goal would be to get those thighs parallel to the floor, and that might be really deep for you. Once you reach that goal, getting those thighs parallel to the floor, then you can shoot for even lower. Get that booty down as low as you can get it. And don't forget to squeeze those glutes, keep that chest up, and breathe through it all. Now, if you struggle with bending forward on your squats or really getting the weight into the back, you might want to grab a chair and use that as a target. We're not gonna sit all the way down our chair and rest. No. We're here to work. So we're gonna use that chair as a target. So scoot way to the front edge of your chair and then stand up with those feet in position to start your squats. Throw those arms out, pull that core in, chest up, and squat down until your tush taps that chair. Just barely tapping the chair. I stepped too far forward, so I'm not actually hitting it. Let's scoot back a little bit. There we go. Now we're just tapping to the chair. It's a great target because this chair is about where my thighs would be parallel with the floor. That can help you really focus on getting that booty to the back. Another option is using that chair to support you from the front to do your squats. So get in position again, stand up tall, core pulled in, chest up, shoulders back, feet about shoulder width apart, and get ready to do your squats. You can hold on to that chair, shift those hips back, and squat down. But we're not putting all of our weight into those hands. We're still focusing on putting that weight into our glutes. We're just getting a little extra support here from this chair. And don't forget to squeeze at the top. And even if you are doing a supported squat, keep that chest up. We're not bending over. We're not staring at the floor. We're standing up tall, chest up, head up, squatting down. would like to take your squats up in intensity, add some weight or a kettlebell. You can always hold that kettlebell and do some goblet squats. So same position. We've got our feet about shoulder width apart, chest up, core pulled in, and we're squatting down. Still focusing on keeping those knees in line with our feet and squeezing those glutes. Adding the weight really ups the intensity. You can also modify squats in many, many other ways. So from that basic squat, you could modify into a narrow to wide squat. On your narrow squats, you put your feet together. We're still focusing on pushing that booty to the back though. So arms out, squat down, come up to a wider squat, back to your narrow squat, wide squat on the other side. So the overall motion is the same. Core is pulled in, squatting down, squeezing those glutes, weight is in our heels, and breathing through it, keeping our chest up. There's your narrow to wide squat. You can also do a curtsy squat, which definitely engages some different muscles. This one can be even more of a balance challenge. So again, if you need that chair out front for a gentle balance aid, you can do that. So you're going to squat, except you're going to put one leg behind, like you're curtsying to the queen. Here we go. So starting in the middle, curtsy squat over here. You can get that knee all the way to the floor if you choose. You do not have to go all the way down though. You can make it subtle until you build up that strength and mobility. Now make sure that you are not putting a lot of pressure on your knee. Your knees should not be holding the brunt of your weight here. The weight here in the heel and back there in the toe. And I'm using these big leg muscles to push myself back up and then hit the other side. So weight in this heel and that toe, using those big muscles to push myself up and hit the other side. Curtsy squats. Another way to add to your squats is with dumbbells. You could either hold them up front or you can hold them down at your hips. In your squat position, standing up tall, chest up, core pulled in, squatting down and squeezing at the top. Sticking that booty out to the back. Squeeze and squat. Again, getting as low as your fitness and mobility allow. So you might not be able to get all the way down to parallel or below. Keep at it. The more work you put in, the more progress you will see. But do it smartly and safely, and always listen to your body. Rest when you need, and if something hurts you, stop immediately. So if you don't want to hold those weights at the hips, you can hold them up at your shoulders. And same thing, squatting down, chest is up, breathing and squeezing. And there are some modifiers to up the intensity of your squats with a little bit of added weight. Not necessary. Definitely bonus points will get you faster results. However, you can get great results in your health and fitness journey with just your body weight. So hopefully these tips help you out with your body weight squats. Do make sure to listen to your body. If you are struggling with any of the jumping or any of the body weight exercises, please reach out and we will do our best to help you out along your fitness and jumping journey. Happy jumping!